Most horror movies want to trap you in a cabin or a basement. Exit 8 wants to trap you in the most mundane hell imaginable. A clean, brightly lit, and utterly infinite Tokyo subway corridor. There's no chainsaws here, just a poster that's slightly off-center and a salaryman who won't look you in the eye. It is a cinematic Rorschach test for the anxious, and I haven't been this obsessed with the tile floor since the Overlook Hotel. Based on the viral indie game of the same name, this is the Liminal Space, the movie. It's a visual equivalent of that dream where you're running down a hallway that just keeps getting longer. Only here, the floor is polished to a high gloss finish and a fluorescent light hum with a frequency that feels like it's vibrating your teeth loose. It's sterile, it's quiet, and it's absolutely suffocating. Our protagonist, played with the frantic, twitchy energy by Kazunari Ninomiya, wakes up in this tiled purgatory with zero context. He's the lost man. That's what he's known as in the movie. He has one path forward and one path back, and a sign on the wall that lays out the rules of his existence like a cosmic tutorial. Rule 1, do not overlook any anomalies. Rule 2, if you find an anomaly, turn back immediately. Rule 3, if you find no anomalies, do not turn back. Rule 4, go out from exit 8. So it's a simple spot the difference puzzle. But when the penalty for missing a shifted ceiling tile is an eternal loop back to 0, the stakes become kind of agonizing. He's joined only by the walking man. He's basically a silent NPC of a human who repeats his path with terrifying consistency. The tension doesn't come from what's behind the door. It comes from the soul-crushing realization that the door you just passed is exactly the same as the one you're approaching. So the whole movie has like this one-shot feel, like it's a camera that's just one long tracking shot for a majority of the movie. Of course, it's not really that because they have all these technical little things they do. It's not Scorsese Goodfellas scene, but it is seamless and it mimics the game's loop perfectly. So apparently the crew actually rearranged the physical set between takes. So it's kind of practical effect. I mean, it doesn't feel CGI'd. It feels like he's actually walking this loop. So the lead actor apparently played, the Kazunari Ninomiya. I don't know if I'm fucking that up, so forgive me. But he's a massive gamer apparently. And the director, Genki Kawamura, used him as basically a logic consultant. And you can kind of see that in his performance too. And that's why I actually appreciated about his character. He's not some guy like a screaming victim having an existential crisis over being stuck in this purgatory. He actually comes off as someone who's trying to solve the level rather than just giving up hope. So in that respect, I think it's pretty refreshing to see a protagonist who thinks like a player in a video game adaptation. And since this takes mostly in the same area, in the same set, it kind of gives me the minimalist charm of Cube, the 1997 movie. It's one location, one set of rules, and it's high stakes. But there's no gore in this. It's not like Cube where people are getting chopped in half and shit. It's much more psychological. It's liminal space horror, really, if you think about it. It's got sort of that Backrooms aesthetic, but and we're getting a Backrooms movie, which I'm looking forward to. It's not about ghosts. It's about the wrongness of an empty transitional space. And the soundtrack, it really just escalates that. It really traps you in there with the Lost Man. It uses Ravel's Boléro, which is this repetitive rhythm of music that I guess acts as a metaphor for the looping hallway, and they pair perfectly with each other. It starts quiet, but it builds into like a migraine-inducing crescendo. And I go into this movie with this complaint I've had recently with a lot of small-budget indie movies with kind of just very basic concepts. And that and that is a short film stretched to feature length. And that is a concern I had going into this. And I'm happy to report it doesn't feel like a short film, at least not to me. It does. Never really felt bored watching this. I was kind of fascinated. And just so you know, I never played this game, okay? And I don't have any desire to play it. I'm just seeing this as a movie that happened to be based off a video game. Right when it feels like it's going in circles, like literally, like it would start to get stale, the film shifts. And I don't want to give a whole lot of it away because this is a spoiler-free review, but it shifts. You learn the rules and things happen that change his situation. And the anomalies, I'm even looking at the anomalies, and it can go from like a poster move to literally reality just melting. And there seems to be some debate online. And of course, you know, the video game fans are going to be nitpicky about shit. I guess people have played the game, like the hardcore gamers, found his confusion at the beginning frustrating, I guess. But I mean, just like me, I've never played the game. I didn't know anything about the anomalies until he saw that. So this is for general movie going audiences. You can't be a purist about that if you already know the rules of the game. Play the game. And you know, there's the purists too. They touch on this. So the lost man, he has a girlfriend who's pregnant, and he's not sure if he's ready to be a dad. So she's at the hospital. Is she going to have it, or should she have an abortion? It's weird. It's a weird subplot, I think. They kind of give the movie a bit more of a story, give the main character a bit more of a background. I don't think it really fully realized it, and I kind of saw what was happening coming. And I'm not going into it. I'll have maybe an ending explained later. But of course, the people who play the game hated it because it wasn't in the game. So you know, when you make a movie on a game, it has to be a one-for-one recreation, right? I'm being sarcastic, but I do feel like the film needed to give us a reason to care if he gets out, even if it feels a bit video gamey at times. Now, look, escaping Exit 8 is one thing, but understanding why the loop exists and what that final anomaly actually implies for the Lost Man is a whole other rabbit hole. I've got a full ending explain breakdown coming later where I'll dissect the final frame and the hospital subplot in detail. So stick around or wait until the end of the video where I'll have it up there. If you're the kind of person who finds an empty airport at 3 a.m. more terrifying than a haunted house, Exit 8 is your new obsession. It's for the patient horror fan, the one who likes to scan the background of the frame to do the detective work alongside the character. If you need a jump scare every 10 minutes, stay away. This is going to feel like watching paint dry in high definition. Genki Kawamura has done something rare here. He broke the video game curse by leaning into the mechanics of the game rather than just the brand. It's a claustrophobic, high IQ thriller that proves you don't need a massive budget or a CGI monster to create absolute dread. All you need is a hallway, a few rules, and a nagging feeling that you've been here before. It gets a little long in the tooth toward the end, but the payoff is worth the walk. I'm giving Exit 8 a 4 out of 5. I think it's great piece of minimalist tension and easily the best liminal film I've seen in a while. But what did you think of Exit 8? Let me know down in the comments below. You should check out my ending explained here by my head somewhere, and YouTube thinks you'll like this other video by my head. And I'll see you next time.